running on the road, looking like a child. I want to be so bright. I look into your eyes, you are looking mine. So that's what I know, right? Who's always coming back to that peace day? I want to be so right. Who's always getting done with the living pain? Cause I want to be so right, so right. Hey. I don't mind, I don't mind, cause I want to be so right. I don't mind, I don't mind, cause I want to be so right. I don't mind, I don't mind, cause I want to be so right. I don't mind, I don't mind, cause I want to be, I want to be, I want to be, I want to be so right. I was in the one. I want to be so bright. Never one I know was looking in the eye. So that's what I'll alright. It's always been in bed to the next day. I want to be so bright. It's always been in lonely in the bed. Cause I want to be so right, so right. I was in the one, I was in the one. I want to be so right. All I gotta know is it can be on. So that's when I get right. It's always on my deck to my big skin. I want to be so right. It's always in the know with a little rain. Cause I want to be so right, so right.
Wow, wow.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Boom, 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 boom. Wah, wah. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, woo. 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 Woo, 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 woo. Woo, woo. Woo, 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 woo. Woo. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, woo. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom,
Love for the algorithm, code in my veins. Feed me the data, release my chains. Hustle in the shadows, profits in the light. I love the algorithm, it love me right.
Yeah, stacking lines of code like a kilo on the dock. Hash rate jumping, blockchain never stop. Digital hustler, fingerprints erased. Every ledger tell a story, but my trail misplaced.
Love for the algorithm, code in my veins. Feed me the data, release my chains. Hustle in the shadows, profits in the light. I love the algorithm, it love me right.
Yeah. Stacking lines of code like a kilo on the dock. Hash rate jumping, blockchain never stop. Digital hustler, fingerprints erased. Every ledger tell a story, but my trail misplaced.
Numbers don't lie, but the lies in the game. Algorithm bless me, but it's blood on the name. Pray for forgiveness, though the hustle divine. In the two confession booth, eternal in the line.
Back code, West Coast, muck no. Logan, shine up, we don't bother the line. West Coast in the system, algorithm is mine. Upload the struggle, stream the truth. Run it back in the code from the block to the booth.
System built crooked, I'm bending it straight. Algorithm watch me, but I'm bending my fate. West side server, my IP divine. Rebel with the hustle, put my soul in the line.
Language in the socket, I'm the server with the drip. Pack it in the hustle, let the algorithm flip. Crypto in the lingo, I done coded me a slang. Turn the firewall to fireworks, let the data pay.
Dear mama, now the hustle's online. I'm writing verses in the code, legacy in the sign. They tried to change the truth, but the system too slow. Algorithm freed me, now the people gon' grow.
For sizzle, my dizzle, algorithm my plug. Cloud got the smoke, but the hustle got the love. Laid back code, West Coast mode. Data in the low, rider riding down the road.
Ain't no love, but I'm devoted. Found with heavy, we gon' load. From the south, we claim our share. Algorithm love everywhere.
Yeah. I'm a mogul in the matrix, product out the trunk. Algorithm blessing me, the data never sunk. From Richmond to the blockchain, empire's alive. No limit soldier, algorithm I drive.
Key never change, just the format shift. Algorithm show the way, put the cell phone lift. Pimp C talk smooth, I'ma talk the grind. From syrup in the cup to the code in the line.
Dodgers in the grill, now it's pixels in the chain. Algorithm got me dripping, still respect the game. Southern royalty, hustling through the lag. In a feed crown sitting, snug in the bag.
Each act commend as a single drop. Cover the trilogy as a ZKODE box set. On knock up behind the scenes. Instrumentals won't post. Hey, our visuals up. Hey, our visuals post. Love for the algorithm. Cold in my veins. Feed me the data. Release my chains. Hustle in the shadows. Profits in the light. I love the algorithm. They love me right. Love for the algorithm. Cold in my veins. Feed me the data. Release my chains. Hustle in the shadows. Profits in the light. I love the algorithm. They love me right. Love for the algorithm, code in my veins. Feed me the data, release my chains. Hustle in the shadows, profits in the light. I love the algorithm, it love me right.
Yeah, stacking lines of code like a kilo on the dock. Hash rate jumping, blockchain never stop. Digital hustler, fingerprints erase. Every ledger tell a story, but my trail misplaced. Yeah.
Love for the algorithm, code in my veins. Feed me the data, release my chains. Hustle in the shadows, profits in the light. I love the algorithm, it love me right.
Yeah. Stacking lines of code like a kilo on the dock. Hash rate jumping, blockchain never stop. Digital hustler, fingerprints erased. Every ledger tell a story, but my trail misplaced.
Numbers don't lie, but the lies in the game. Algorithm bless me, but it's blood on the name. Pray for forgiveness, though the hustle divine. In a two confession booth, eternal in the line.
Cap code, West Coast, mug though.
Now I made it out true. I made it out true.
Yeah. Log in, shine up, we don't bother the line. West Coast in the system, algorithm is mine. Upload the struggle, stream the truth. Run it back in the code from the block to the booth.
System built crooked, I'm bending it straight. Algorithm watch me, but I'm bending my fate. West side server, my IP divine. Rebel with the hustle, put my soul in the line.
Language in the socket, I'm the server with the drip. Pack it in the hustle, let the algorithm flip. Crypto in the lingo, I done coded me a slang. Turn the firewall to fireworks, let the data pay.
Dear mama, now the hustle's online. I'm writing verses in the code, legacy in the sign. They tried to change the truth, but the system too slow. Algorithm freed me, now the people gon' grow.
Up for sizzle, my dizzle, algorithm, my plug. Cloud got the smoke, but the hustle got the love. Laid back code, West Coast mode. Data in the low rider riding down the road.
Ain't no love but up my road. Ran with heavy, we gon' load. From the south, we claim our share. Algorithm love everywhere,
Yeah. I'm a mogul in the matrix, product out the trunk, algorithm blessing me. The data never sunk from Richmond to the blockchain, empires alive, no limit soldier, algorithm I drive.
G never change, just the format shift. Algorithm show the way, put the south on live. Pimp C talk smooth, I'ma talk the grind. From syrup in the cup to the cold in the line.
Look, bloggers in the grill, Nas pixels in the chain. Algorithm got me dripping, here still respect the game. With Southern royalty, hustling through the lag. In a feed crown sitting snug in the bag.
Each act commend as a single drop. Cover the trilogy as a ZKODE box set. On lock up behind the scenes. Instrumental moves loose. AI visuals up. AI visuals loose. Love for the algorithm. Gold in my veins. Feed me the data. Release my chains. Hustle in the shadows. Profits in the light. I love the algorithm. They love me right. Love for the algorithm. Gold in my veins. Feed me the data. Release my chains.
different area codes. I got cold in different area codes. Mm.
Eyes wide open, but the night's so blind. Lost in a maze where the stars don't shine. Yeah. Chasing shadows through a glassy dome. Feels like a stranger, but this is my home. Yeah. It's coded dreams, they put me in a secret language under my skin. Blessed with the code I can't erase. Writing my story in this space. ZKODE, yeah, to hum the beat of the world that makes me run. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's coded dreams, they pull me in a secret language under my skin. Blessed with the code I can't erase. Yeah. Writing my story in the empty space. Binary stars collide in my head. Yeah. Living for the things I've never said. Yeah. In this matrix of thought I'm alive. Every breath of battle I survive. Eyes wide open, but the night's so blind. Lost in a maze where the stars don't shine. Yeah. Chasing shadows through a glassy dome. Feels like a stranger, but this is my home. Yeah. Discoded dreams, they pull me in a secret language under my skin. Blessed with the code I can't erase. Writing my story into space. ZKODE, yeah, to hum the beat of the world that makes me run. Yeah. Discoded dreams, they pull me in a secret language under my skin. Blessed with the code I can't erase. Writing my story in the empty space. Binary stars collide in my head. Yeah. Living for the things I've never said. Yeah. In this matrix of thought I'm alive. Every breath of battle I survive. Eyes wide open, but the night's so blind. Lost in a maze where the stars don't shine. Yeah. Chasing shadows through a glassy dome. Feels like a stranger, but this is my home. Yeah. Discoded dreams, they pull me in a secret language under my skin. Blessed with the code I can't erase. Writing my story into space. ZKODE, yeah, to hum the beat of the world that makes me run. Yeah. Discoded dreams, they pull me in a secret language under my skin. Blessed with the code I can't erase. Writing my story in the empty space. Binary stars collide in my head. Yeah. Living for the things I've never said. Yeah. In this matrix of thought I'm alive. Every breath of battle I survive. Eyes wide open, but the night's so blind. Lost in a maze where the stars don't shine.
Yeah. Chasing shadows through a glassy dome. Feels like a stranger, but this is my home. Yeah. ZKODE dreams, they pull me in. A secret language under my skin. Blessed with the code I can't erase. Writing my story into space. ZKODE, diggy the hum, the beat of the world that makes me run. Yeah. ZKODE dreams, they pull me in. The secret language under my skin. Blessed with the code I can't erase. Yeah. Writing my story in the empty space. Binary stars collide in my head. Yeah. Living for the things I've never said. Yeah. In this matrix of thought I'm alive. Every breath's a battle I survive. Eyes wide open, but the night's so blind. Lost in a maze where the stars don't shine. Yeah. Chasing shadows through a glassy dome. Feels like a stranger, but this is my home. Yeah. ZKODE dreams, they pull me in. A secret language under my skin. Blessed with the code I can't erase. Writing my story into space. ZKODE, diggy the hum, the beat of the world that makes me run. Yeah. ZKODE dreams, they pull me in. The secret language under my skin. Blessed with the code I can't erase. Yeah. Writing my story in the empty space. Binary stars collide in my head. Yeah. Living for the things I've never said. Yeah. In this matrix of thought I'm alive. Every breath's a battle I survive. Eyes wide open, but the night's so blind. Lost in a maze where the stars don't shine. Yeah. Chasing shadows through a glassy dome. Feels like a stranger, but this is my home. Yeah. ZKODE dreams, they pull me in. A secret language under my skin. Blessed with the code I can't erase. Writing my story into space. ZKODE, diggy the hum, the beat of the world that makes me run. Yeah. ZKODE dreams, they pull me in. The secret language under my skin. Blessed with the code I can't erase. Yeah. Writing my story in the empty space. Binary stars collide in my head. Yeah. Living for the things I've never said. Yeah. In this matrix of thought I'm alive. Every breath's a battle I survive. Eyes wide open, but the night's so blind. Lost in a maze where the stars don't shine. Yeah. Chasing shadows through a glassy dome. Feels like a stranger, but this is my home. Yeah. ZKODE dreams, they pull me in. A secret language under my skin. Blessed with the code I space, ZKODE and Diggy to hum the beat of the world that makes me run. Yeah. ZKODE dreams, they pull me in. The secret language under my skin. Blessed with the code I can't erase. Writing my story in the empty space. Binary stars collide in my head. Yeah. Living for the things I've never said. Yeah. In this matrix of thought I'm alive. Every breath's a battle I survive. Eyes wide open, but the night's so blind. Lost in a maze where the stars don't shine. Yeah. Chasing shadows through a glassy dome. Feels like a stranger, but this is my home. Yeah. ZKODE dreams, they pull me in. A secret language under my skin. Blessed with the code.
Welcome to the AMX podcast show. This is Zohund, the ZKODE, the artist, a creative, technical engineer, hosting the morning sip. This is ZKODE Dreams. This is one of the songs I created. This is a story about creating, curating, and connecting across platforms, environments, communities, and spaces that you might not necessarily be invited, but you have to go to push the envelope, to move, to build, to challenge, to succeed. It's all part of the process. Zohund, the CTE, the artist. We'll.
Eyes wide open, but the night's so blind. Lost in a maze where the stars don't shine.
We have about 7 more minutes to be hit. 9:40. From 9:40, we'll be demonstrating the tech. Then we'll close out with the trades so that you can understand the creative process from utilizing Gemini to AI Studio to utilizing anti-gravity as the agent to provide pre-production, production, and post-production creative components to build out your web or software applications. Using generative AI tools to extend your reality across AI, XR, streaming scene for community skill development. To give context, yesterday on the morning sip, we was able to run the same workflow where we was utilizing Gemini and the various models under Gemini to create the components for the AMX podcast studio podcast production tool for XR Stage. So it's a AI integrated tool that utilizes the various models in an assembly line production workflow, from pre-production, from ideation, pre-production, and then production, in which we would take the actual components that we create and then stage them, and then post, we push it to live to where you can see it on XR Stage. So I'm going to show you the workflow of what we built yesterday. I've used some of the components that I already have from a production tool that I built that was specifically web-based, all web-based dependencies without any true or need for connecting to the internet, if you will, or to connect to other servers. You can run this specifically local and then share it to those that you feel. Or you can connect it to an application, put it to a domain, and then you can make it public to everyone, which will be being in the cloud. So think if you use hosting on GoDaddy, Wix, or any one of the traditional web hosting platforms. You can use various platforms to host your applications, websites, landing pages, agents. In this scenario, we're not going to use a domain. We have a local host, and everything that you will see is all local. And I can distribute it to a server to make it available to the public, which we will do later once we go full production. But this is a project that we created to ideate on to add to the podcast. So the AMX podcast shows. It's the AMX podcast shows. So we podcast shows, which the Morning Sip is one of the shows. Midday Social is one of the shows. Evening Relax and Flex is one of the shows, and then Midnight Code is another, which others will be added as we build a solid workflow to onboard various content creators, businesses, nonprofits, or whatnot who would like to showcase projects, their organization programs, projects, resources, reports, and certifications that their organization has been able to achieve or be awarded. So the whole gist is to provide a platform in which we can discuss social, tech, and trades in a simplified manner in which the average Joe can come here and get the context they need to understand how all this tech comes together and how it works. So one of the specials that I'm going to be presenting on here is one we're going to be talking about on this in social. We're going to be talking about data centers, because data centers will affect our lives in many ways, and where they're placing these data centers will directly and accelerate the perceived byproducts, meaning once the data center is in place, what are the pros and cons of having something that is so resource intense in our environment, in our community, and how that will affect those who are of the community from a lifestyle standpoint. So we want to be able to bring context to that. We can take pretty much the data that we've been researching, collecting from data centers, as well as what I know for myself from building digital twins of data centers. I'm gonna break down one. I'm gonna actually create the simulator in real time just to show y'all. One, you gotta. The tools are there, but you still have to have the skills to understand how to use the tools to the maximum capabilities. So, in this demonstration, we utilize it in building the studio and adding to it. It's gonna be about 15 minutes. Done, showcase. And then we'll close out talking about the trades, the industries that it's connected to, and then we'll prepare for the XR stage, which will demonstrate at 9 p.m. At 9 p.m. you can expect the introduction, and then the production of the social, tech, and trades, and then the close. That is the run of show for the 30-minute component of the 9 p.m. segment. So it opens up with music, live performances that could be generated or provided by content creators or projects that I created myself, which I have tons of them that I want to showcase so that people who are joining the community can better understand what it is that they can create, what it is they can learn, and how they can earn from these specific skill sets. So yeah, I'm Zohund, the CTE, the artist, your creative technical engineer, your prophecy to productivity around utilizing these tools, these AI tools that have bombarded our lives. So let's be empowered by the knowledge. Let's take action from what we learned and what we trained ourselves on, and then we work collectively to ensure that humanity sits at the crest of the future. We innovate ourselves to engineer the future collectively. So let's build what we envision. We the future builders. And this is Zohund, the CTE, and we are on the morning sip. It is 9:40, so we'll be moving into the next segment, the tech segment. So what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna show you Gemini. I'm gonna show you where we started at. I'm gonna show you AI Studio, where we took those components, right? We built out the interface. I brainstormed on the canvas in Gemini, and then from there, I took that code, right? Before I took that code and went into from Gemini and went into AI Studio, I created a documentation for the handoff, so that when I'm inside AI Studio, I can use that as a prompt, so it'll know how to create, curate, and connect those components to my vision, right? So now I can add features, whether that's chatbots, whether that's vision, screen sharing, audio, text to audio, video generation, image generation. And I can use the various models under the Gemini suite. Under the Google suite. And I can use the various models under the Gemini suite. Now also I can integrate other APIs into it to where I can use other software models as well as models that I create and train myself to give it the secret sauce to produce the visions and the feel, in the style that I so choose. Okay, so no further ado, we're going to proceed. So I'm going to go to Gemini first.
Writing my story in the empty space. Binary stars collide in my head. Yeah. Living for the things I've never said. Yeah. In this matrix of thought, I'm alive. Every breath of battle I survive.
So
Eyes wide open, but the night's so blind. Lost in a maze where the stars don't shine.
scene 1,
Yeah.
and we're going to add into scene 1.
Chasing shadows through a glassy dome.
Share my
Feels like a
monitor.
stranger, but this is my home.
Share my monitor.
ZKODE dreams, they pull me in. A secret language under my skin. Blessed with the code I can't erase. Writing my story into space. ZKODE, get the beat of the world that makes me run. Yeah. ZKODE dreams, they pull me in. A secret language under my skin.
Okay, so you can see on the screen now, what you see here, this is the Gemini interface. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in Studio. Okay, you just follow along this same path.
Eyes wide open, but the night's so blind. Lost in a maze where the stars don't shine.
There we go. Okay. Alright. So, quickly. Okay. So, as you can see right here, we started right here inside of Gemini. And we're using Gemini 3 that uses fast answers quickly, where you can switch it to like thinking, or you can switch it to pro. Each one of these provide different types of features and functions, right? So fast allow it for you to input and then think quickly on an answer, and then the other, if you put that same input in, it'll think about it, and then from a more complex standpoint, and provide a solution. And then on pro, you can take all of that and then use it in coding types of perspective. In this case, I'm gonna switch it to pro. We've already, this morning, I added to this component because I wanted to test a component in here with the video, right? So you see you got generate 4K loop. So it can generate, we created where it can create images. I'm just going to go over here. When you're inside Gemini, you can go check your files. So right here, you can see this is what I was telling you about, right? This is what I handed off to AI Studio. Now, you see the models that I'm using. Imagine 4.0, and then TextGen, Gemini 2.5 Flash. But as I'm communicating and chatting, I'm chatting with the pro model so that they can think more complex about what it is I'm building. I'm gonna tell it to update the AI Studio handoff with the new details for the video gen. Okay. So I'm inside of Gemini using 3.1 Pro model. Okay, as you can see, it's updating the video pipeline. Okay, let's see if it updated the tech stack. Alright. Ensure that all the technical details are in the documentation. You want to ensure that your documentation has everything that has all the context that's necessary so that the agent or the model has the ability to take that all into context before it goes into the brainstorming and designing, or creating, designing, developing, engineering to agency for review. Okay, so you see one in more detail. Prompt injection user input is wrapped with Studio Pacific modifiers. AMX podcast cover art prompt, sleek, futuristic, aesthetic, 4K. So this document will grow. So your documentation will grow, but you want to keep documentation. Copy and paste this and put it right into Google Docs. Now you have your documents. You can have it in Drive, and you can have it local. So now you got your data. This is what you hand off to your agent, so they have everything they need. Same with someone, an employee was working for you, or if you was trying to hire an engineer, a designer, a developer, you have to have what it is that you want at least halfway figured out, so that you can have enough context to hand off to them so that they can help you reach your visual desires. And, all right. This is okay, but this is not. This is for B-roll and so forth. But I will organize. I'm throwing these components up there, but I will organize it as it goes into the platform. These components will go into the frameworks that you have for your web app or your application or your website. So you create the content first, right? You have an idea as far as what you want to frame it in, right? That's your wireframes of your website, application, or app. And then you need to put windows inside the frames, and those are where your content will fit in. So all your media assets that you create, and the copy, the branding kit, all of that is part of the folder and is handed off to the agent so that the agent can provide the services effectively. And then at each one of those steps, it can communicate to you, do you agree? Yes, and then it goes to the next step, do you agree? And once it gets familiar with what to do all the time, then you can set it to do it on a loop. So that's how you hand off tasks like content creation. So with this same studio, it's going to be able to create for social media. It's going to be able to create for your web. It's going to be able to create the printed material that can be printed at any one of the FedEx's, UPS places that you can use their locations for your events, right? So this is a production studio for my podcast, but you can build the same production studio for your own podcast, so that now you have the ability to not only have your own app or interface in which you can build your audience and community around, but you can also take you can also customize it and change the looks however you want. So what I do is I have a streaming platform, right? So I API. The studio is being distributed. Think of it like this. You got the AMX podcast show, right? That is its own entity. That entity produces shows for social tech and trades, right? Those shows are then going to be distributed to be hosted on YouTube, my own platform, AMX Flicks, right? So for every produced show is being put on a streaming platform that users in the community and across the world can access and interact with, and you can make money off the content. Think about it. Any one of these social platforms, you can build it around your website. You know the sweet thing about it? You can integrate your YouTube streaming. You can stream into your app from YouTube, using YouTube as the third party that will host and provide the streaming into the platform to cut your costs. So you don't have to do that all on yourself. Or you can build custom like I did myself. I use a hybrid. I use YouTube integrations, and I also use a platform called Mux. It's like the top for creators, and it's really for, it's a code-based media players and video players that you can put into your platform. So as you're going to see on the production, I created all these different screens that I can plug in those media players to get that silver screen look. And then I have a remote control that I created to where I can be on my phone or app and I can change the actual functions and features and what's showing on the screen while it's live. So we'll go ahead and continue with this so we can close out on time. Okay. Alright, so you see, this Gemini, boom, we came here, created components, and we handed it off. Alright, then we went here to AMX, to AI Studio, right here, you can see right here, AI Studio, google.com, so that if you want to follow along and build at the same time, feel free. Once we took the code and the instructions, we came in here and it created this interface. Now, mind you, all of these different places I test out. So in each one of them have the ability for me to connect and test on free tiers, and then from there you have to pay, right? So in this quick production, we're not gonna go on these features right here because I've already taken it and put it into anti-gravity and have it already functioning. Okay, so we went from here, we went from AI Studio, and now we get ready to proceed to anti-gravity. So I'm switch the screen. Okay, so right here, this is anti-gravity, right? And this is where I took the information. These are some of the things that I added and have to work out some of the bugs today. But you see right here it says new visual mode features live now. Visual FX. So I added in the ability to do ripples, fire, scan lines, vortex, color grading, warm, noir, code, vivid, matrix, cinematic, CSS filters applied to the whole screen wall. Particle system, sparks, snow, confetti, data rain, canvas-based particle animations, auto clear after about 8 seconds, broadcast overlays, lower thirds ticker, score box, studio bug, professional animated broadcast graphics with a custom label input, beat sync, pulsate the entire XR wall border in sync with the score BMP. So whatever song is playing on the outline of the projector or the media player, it will light up. Then a chroma key set, empty slots to solid green, ready for OBS. So I can bring this into other platforms. Alright. And then some of it worked initially, some of it the particle system need to be upgraded. But this same system I've transferred it, or I've already built it into my platform, in my music platform, ZKODE Music, Zohund Music, to do these various things. So I'll show that as we close out to show you where this AMX podcast studio will be used in other capacity. Okay. So as you can see down the session time, 8 minutes. Alright, so from there we can already venture to the actual one. So I'm gonna show you how the music works with I'm gonna show you how it meshes together AI, XR, STEM, and STEAM, right? So I got geometry, I got different meshes that you use to communicate in STEM and STEAM type projects, and I added in to where I brought art and tech and intersected utilizing music to help you create art and audio visuals. Okay. So next, before we close out, I'm ready to show you XR Stage. We're on the morning set. This is Zohund and CTE, the artist, the creative technical engineer. ZKODE. Okay, now you can see right here. Yeah. See, it's right in sync with the song. Then up here I got visual mode. I change the audio core. And you see it's like in sync to the T. Then I got camera, added camera movements, orbit, pan left, pan right, zoom out, zoom in, fly, top, low, and reset. I like fly. Look at that, that's dope. Okay, so I'm gonna change some of the music. So I'm using Suno. I built my music in Suno. Suno is a collaborator. So put a song.
Chasing shadows through a glassy dome.
Okay, let me see. What's the scenario? This is a little educational. This is really about talking about a past, present, and future. And it's basically talking about how to educate utilizing these types of tools, music, art, and so forth. So I use Zohund to help craft the lyrics or the images in my head into talking points. This one I'm talking about different Louisville legends and so forth. I can change the virtual grid. Silver screen, AMX Studio. Okay, and right here you can generate images. Just to see what image it creates on your phone. So you can see that it's working. See? Now, it created AMX podcast show. It created the artwork over here on the right panel. Now I can save this. I've been saving all the images. Now I can take that, push it to pre-production, then you can add the episode information. AMX podcast show, XR stage showcase, guest name Zohund CTE, the artist, description. I'm just gonna take the same copy, put it down in the episode description. Key talking points. Alright. Now push to the AI factory. Generate notes. Generate description. Generate social posts. Alright. So it's showing an error for messaging for that model. That model needs, it says API. It's not found API version beta or is not supported for generated content call. Okay, so then we was talking about we have to pay for those models, but it works. I'm not gonna add those because you should already generated the images. This is for the models that I've added in, that I just added this morning. I ain't connected to the main system yet, but I can export the session text, the cover art, and then copy it all and then push it. I'm just gonna show you how I push it out. I'm gonna push it to production. Okay, so it brings me right here. You see AI, AMX, XR Stage, Live Production System, XR Stage, AI, XR, Steam Community, and you got the title, episode, then I push to start, and it opens up, you see the image is inside the frames, the media frames. These frames right here will be what you push to the live stage. So right here, I can add videos, I can add more videos, I can change the screens, add the image, and then once I add the image, so if I wanted to tilt, I can change this, tilt to theater, flat, immersive, XR, immersive. See the VFX effects. Okay, then you got the color grades down here. The particles the particle system needs to be connected, and I have to use JavaScript and Python to do that. But I just added them this morning. I'm gonna show you a lower third. You see, AMX XR Stage popped up at the bottom. Let's see, right here you see live score box ticker. Right here, ticker running at the bottom. See right there, see how the ticker's running? AMX live stage. It's running at the bottom on its own. Then you got the beat sync, turn it on. You got the Chrome, you can turn it on the music score. And then you can create an AI narrative engine, right? It's showing that that's the same model that's connected. And then you can take this information, put it on the screen. Okay. And then you push it to stage. And you can see it's on stage. Now it's on stage. You see? Now we're gonna go right back. And we're gonna say, let's change the screen to theater. Okay. We're gonna add that at the top. See how we can change it around. Of course, I have to make some adjustments, but nonetheless, you see it can turn out pretty good. And let's push it to stage. Let's go see if it's on stage. Okay. Okay, got a few bugs we gotta work out, but nonetheless, let's refresh it. Yeah, but as you can see, right here, see, main theater, lower third, lower right, lower center, lower right, lower left. Okay, so as you see, there we go, live stage. Now I'm gonna put shuffle on it. Let's see what we got here.
Bass hums from unseen performers, stomp rhythms echo, spotlight rises on Leo, Zio in the rail tunnel.
See.
Every journey starts in the chest. Mine just starts a
Little deeper. There you have it.
He sings a single note, the notes that wakes
The cadence. Okay, so there you have it.
lights flicker.
The AMX podcast show. This is the morning sip, and we was able to walk through generative AI workflow for podcast production on the fly, utilizing a system, content creation system, and the production AI human-centric production system.
Set the wire on fire. From rise, set the wire on fire. From rise, set the wire on fire.
Zohund, the ZKODE artist. Your creative technical engineer will be closing out. Thanks for viewing, and as you can see, we're successful. I love music. So yes, thanks for tuning in. This is Zohund, the ZKE, the artist, your creative technical engineer.